what we see in Genesis 3, after Adam and Eve had eaten from the fruit that was asked them not to, God had already said, the day you eat of it, you will surely die. He gave them the outcome before the decision, the outcome before the action, the effect or the result they should expect the day they eat from this tree of this fruit. Yet they decided to go in. Now, Eve said she was deceived. It's true, she was deceived and she ate. Gave to the husband Adam, Adam ate also. Deception took place, they ate, they died, but they were still talking. They were still talking with God. They didn't die. Someone will say, because if they die, they shouldn't be talking. Because now in the verse 19, God said, you shall return to dust. So that means Adam was still alive as at this time. Adam had not died. So this death God spoke about could not have been physical death. It was talking about separation. There will be separation between man and God. Man will be separated from God. The fellowship will be broken. The relationship will be broken. So man lost the relationship he had with God, the fellowship he had with God, and everything God gave man when man disobeyed, when man fell, everything fell with man. Now you see something, when God was speaking to the serpent, he said that the serpent is cursed more than all the cattle. That means the cattle are cursed. But the serpent is cursed more than them. So the fall of Adam, the sin of Adam, by listening to Eve being deceived by the serpent, brought condemnation, brought curse on the creation. Why? God had put man in charge. God had put man in control. And man had the power to rule over the creation. And every action man took will affect the creation because man is put in charge. So he now says, you are cursed. And look at something in the verse 17. He said, the ground is cursed because of you. There was a reverse of the blessings of God we saw when God blessed them earlier. Be fruitful, multiply. There was a reverse of that blessing. But that did not come from God. It's just like you warn somebody. You know, those days they used to warn us. If you put your finger on this hot object, it will burn you. Now, that is not to say I want you to put your finger there. But you should expect this when you put your finger there. They tell you that when you are charging phone, you shouldn't be making call because you can be electrocuted. When you are heating water, you don't put your hand into the bucket in which you are heating the water. If you put your hand there, you can be electrocuted. These are warnings ahead of the action. So you are told not to, because when you do what you are asked not to, this is what you should expect. A man is told that he should not eat of it. If you eat of it, this is it. And what you don't know is the effects of your choice. It's the consequences that you bring on yourself and everything under your control. So this curse that we see here is not God cursing them, but they were already in that position and they were going to experience. So it was an amplification of what they are going to experience. In their dead state, he said, you die. Anytime you lose connection with God, you are dead. You are dead. What gives you life is your connection to God, it's your relationship with God. You draw your life from God. When you lose that connection, you cease to live. You are a dead man. So the connection, the relationship, and remember, this relationship is only on the terms of God. You don't decide how to relate with God. You don't decide how to fellowship with God. God said, do not. So if you do, He's the initiator. He made man. He made everything. So everything will have to respond to what God demands, to His word, to His command. Anything that opposes that will face the other side. However, that was not the plan of God. Remember, there was the tree of life. Man could have eaten of it and nothing will happen. Life. So sometimes some of us, we want knowledge than life. But the knowledge we want and we are dying for, what is the end result? If you choose life, it's better. The knowledge of good, what kind of knowledge are you seeking for? What is that knowledge are you seeking for? There's a knowledge that will ruin you, that will destroy you, that will make your life miserable. Get life. Amen. So the choices we make, every choice, every decision that you make has consequences. And so what God was saying here was just to let them know the resultant effect of their choices, or of their choice. Eve chose to be deceived. Adam decided to follow the wife, and they all went down together. So the effect of their choice, the decision they took, is now coming on them.